okay, is there anyone that really believes Madara's got the potential to be a good guy? And a lot of people have been waiting for it, right? And saying, well, he's doing what he's doing for good reasons. But I have never seen the good Madara. And the way he laid it out, the way he sacrificed everybody, he did go ahead and admit, which we already knew, that the whole thing with Obito, you know, and the whole Rin and Kakashi thing was a setup. And he did kind of make, I guess it was kind of a humorous thing for him. It's just the same guy using the same technique on both of them, right? You know, Kakashi, you know, to get rid of it. So that was interesting. And then whenever that thing that Madara put on him, got rid of it, freezes him up so he can't move or anything. And he says, "Yeah, I'm not going to let you, hurt yourself or whatever. Your eye and everything's precious to me." That goes. Now back with Team 7, at first I thought, well, how was he able just to transport Sakura without not going with himself? But I remembered back that he can do that because he did that with a couple of Danzo's men. He brought them back, right? He says, "Oh, these two should still be fresh," and he didn't have to go. He just boom, brought them back. So evidently he can just transport not just himself but objects back and forth between the dimension anyhow. Because I thought that was a little weird, and then I remembered that. So now we get to the part about the nostalgia. And then the Naruto part it just fleshed out and it made a whole lot of sense. The Sakura stuff was kind of weak. I wish that he would have pushed back and said, you're trying to be like Tsunade and you've grown in that way. And instead they got hooked up on this whole, you had a crush on Sasuke, and even though he tried to kill you, Sasuke's got a bad habit of that. He gets women to like him and he tries to kill him. So that was pretty weak. He could have done a lot better with Sakura. And then on top of that, Naruto comes over. Now he can create eyes. It makes sense for us because at least that now Kakashi has a set of eyes. So the whole discussion about how he's going to run around the one-eyed Kakashi and he's going to be this and that. And to be honest, in a lot of ways, he's going to be better off. And that was something that was made. Obito made it a point with that sort of flashback to Sakura, right? Is he's like, look, I couldn't take two of these eyes, Renegons. It's too much power, okay? And that's another thing that when Naruto, when he wasn't the host of the Jinchuriki anymore, he had a lot more power. So now, yeah, he doesn't have the eye, but what he's got is his normal chakra levels, which is. He just didn't have the Uchiha body, right, for the Sharingan. So he's probably better off. Is he up there with the rest of them now? No, but he's probably a lot better off on being able to use his other abilities. He's not the copy ninja anymore. But so that was good. I'm glad Kishi did that. Even if it just. Even if somebody's going to go, okay, now he creates eyes. Of course, the only other thing to come back on that is why didn't Madara just make his another Rinnegan instead of having to chase all over the place for it? He says, I've got one, I'll just clone it. Right? That's easy. But anyway, it was a good chapter. It wasn't great. It was nostalgic at moments. The only thing is, the problem with this chapter, in my opinion, wasn't the chapter. The chapter's fine. It's that we've been waiting so long, right? I mean, a Rin, I could just say the word Rin and people are, I could just imagine you cringing, right? And the war is, was so long, and then we're ready to move on Kishi. I mean, I keep saying that, and I realize, when it's over, we're going to feel, nostalgic and everything, and we're going to wish the chapter was out, but we really need to get to that end. And real quick, speaking of that, Skype Hangouts, if you're interested in that, everything except one issue seems to be dealt with. I've downloaded a program to record our Skype Hangout, okay, and I'm going to test that, make sure everything works for that, and then I'll be able to take that MP3 over to a video editor, which I have, and I can go ahead and add, some video to that, which I would probably simply have highlighted the name of whatever we're talking about in the video, while the audio of us, having a conversation. So that's probably the way it would hang out. The only issue would be, I went and looked, the length, evidently, I lost a lot of stuff with one strike. Evidently the length of my videos isn't, like, they're not that long anymore. I don't know. I'm going to see what I can actually do. If it's back to 15 minutes, then that's going to be a real issue. But if we could get at least 30 minutes or something. But I'm going to test that out. That's the only thing. It's a big issue. If anybody has, like I say, once again, I know some people are talking about having a Skype deal or whatever. And if that's something you guys want to do, and I might just end up breaking them up into segments. You know, that might be something that would have to happen. So, but anyway, I'm gonna try to. I appreciate everyone's patience, also sympathy for the situation that's going on, which is ridiculous. But once again, it's a great chapter. But I'm not gonna give up. So I'm gonna keep trying to work through things and make it happen. Right? All right. Until next time. Take care.